Good afternoon. Scott here at Wattsway Farms. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful day. I shot a video this morning on my Priefert Squeeze Chute, the S04 model, and putting together the wheel kit. And this is a afternoon video. I'm actually going to try to put this thing to use for the first time. Now it may be a couple days apart on the uploading just because it takes a little bit of time to edit and patch this thing in together, these videos together, to something that, you know, at least looks kind of flowing and interesting to me. So for those of you that are following along, I do appreciate it. I mean, I do have, I think I'm up to 29 followers now, and I'm probably related to 27 of those 29, but I appreciate it. Appreciate the support, and appreciate y'all following along. But I wanted this afternoon to kind of show you my crude little setup for my squeeze chute and put it through its inaugural run. We have 5 calves that need their second dose of blackleg, or 5 calves that need their second dose of blackleg. My wife Angie, or Mrs. Wattsway Farms as she prefers to be called, is off at Tractor Supply. She had needles but no syringes, so she's stocking up on that. I actually get the cows into the chute, and then she's the one that actually administers the injections. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to handle it, but I mean, she's a registered nurse by profession and trained in this sort of stuff, so I figured just let her do that. Okay, so I kind of thought I'd walk you through to start with on how I've got this thing set up, and I think it's kind of bud boxish, if you will, if that's a correct use of that word. I've been doing a lot of reading on corral setup and using a kind of a sweep versus a bud box, and I'm leaning towards the bud box kind of setup. So here's my calf pen, which I've shown in a few videos. And back before our first vet visit, the vet came out and did these first set of vaccines about a month or so ago. I'd kind of used these T-posts in these cattle panels from Tractor Supply just to kind of section it off, because that way I put the whole main herd in that front section, and I put the calves back here to keep them separate for the vaccination. And then what I had done already back then was I had a gap here at the end, and so this gap was where I had the water trough, so that the water trough was here as a 150-gallon water trough, and then half of it was on the other side and half of it was on this side, and that way though they were only in here for a day, that way the cows, the main herd, and my heifer calves could all drink. So I figured I'd use this gap that was already here in this gate to kind of make like my crowding pen, if you will, and then kind of my bud box kind of turn. So I just use that little panel, and let's say with a couple T-posts right here to hold it up, and then I kind of reinforce this barbed wire with these cattle panels just in case they decide to get up in here and push. Again, I don't really anticipate this being that difficult. I mean, these calves are so bucket trained. I could probably walk them into this. Probably could have just set this in the middle of the pasture out there and walked them through with a bucket or with some range cubes, shaking the bucket, and they probably would have went just fine. So anyway, so then they come up into here and go into the squeeze chute. Now my challenge that I had to overcome was the T-post and the cattle panels dividing this thing off are already here, and in order to make it work with the operator controls on this side and the front pushing the same way, I needed a little bit of a gap in here. So instead of running it straight down the fence line like I probably would have preferred, I had to run it out a little bit. But again, I don't think that's going to be an issue to give us room to work the cattle. I mean, we're not going to be in a big hurry to see how fast we can get these in. What we'll probably do is I will get the calf into the chute. My wife prefers I do the locking down and the squeezing and all that, and then I'll get out of the way and let her come in and give the shot. Then we'll open it up and let him out, and rinse and repeat with the other ones. So that's pretty much it. We'll see how it works. I feel like it's going to work pretty good, but we shall see. So I'm gonna go get the calves. They're out in the back pasture over there, rotating through some stockpile grass and hay that I put out, but I'm gonna just use my standard bucket Pied Piper method of moving them. I'm not gonna show that. I mean, I've seen it. I mean, I've done it in a few videos, so everybody's seen it a few times by now. So we'll just cut to where they're already back there. And the calves are now in the pen. So now we're going to probably just lead them in with range cubes. I don't think we need to do a lot of pushing and fighting. Now the little bull calf right here, Alex we call him, he may have to be pushed a little bit. And I don't know if Gloria, the bigger mama cow's on the list to get vaccinated or not. That's I think she is, so she actually have to be pushed. But you can see the other ones, they've already found the chute and they're ready to go. All right, so one of the things on this Priefert that I really like about it is the ability to adjust this in. I mean, really easy for the different size cows. Now, since these are calves and they're dexters, I'm putting it on the third hole here. If you know, if you had a full-size cow, you can easily do this. You know, drop it wherever you want it. I'm gonna go, I think, to that hole, only because these cows are smaller. I actually think they're gonna come in pretty easy. So let's open it up and let's just see if we can coax the first one through with a few cubes. He's thinking about it, but I don't think he wants. So one cool thing, I've actually already have this in automatic mode. The automatic head gate, I can kind of set it, and then I can push them in from the other side.
Come on, Annie.
Here, just hand me the whole bucket. Drop some right here. Drop some right here. Go, go. Go. See, grab his tail. You can make him walk. What?
There's one.
Rock working. He's about to hurt himself. One done, 5 to go. Okay, so as you see from that footage, that did not go too well. They're a little smarter and not quite as eager to go through that as I guess I had anticipated. One thing that quickly became glaringly obvious was I had made this lane just too wide. They could literally all turn around inside of here. Even big mama cow was able to turn around. So I've redone it and made it a lot narrower and added a few extra T-posts to make it more secure in case they push against it. Now what we're going to do, because I think they're also wise to the way of the treat bucket, it's going to take both of us to push them now. So we're going to put the head gate in auto mode and see if it works as advertised. Ready to go?
No, look at that.
Get this chain, Roger. Okay. Ready? Grab their tail and pull it up over their back. She may come on her own. Almost move this in one more. Trying to pierce her. Good pusher.
Fly. Come on, let me go try to get close to Annie. Here,
Well, that worked much better. We had one left that is Annie, which is kind of the most personality one we got. Angie's going to try to give her one because she'll let us scratch her behind the ear. We're just going to vaccinate her. Try to vaccinate her in the field. I don't know if it's going to work versus running her back through. We'll see. Angie's trying to do that now. You going to try to get the rest of it? She is wise to the way. Range cubes are not supposed to hurt. I think we're going to have to run her through. Okay, let's try it one more time. And then if you don't get it, we'll run her through. You just got a 1 ml left. There you go. Did you get it that time?
Got it.
Good job. All right, so everything's vaccinated. All right, so that went pretty well, I guess, all things considered. As you can tell, we still have a lot to learn about working cattle. I guess it's kind of nice to be able to start with these smaller ones that are super friendly, and it's amazing. It's like they know the treatment's over. They're all back, you know, where they were standoffish when they knew we were trying to get them into the chute. Now they are all friendly and loving on us again, loving them range cubes. So we're gonna move the calves back into their pasture and call it a day. I gotta clean out this squeeze chute because they pooped in it as short a time as we had it up. They pooped in it, and then I'm going to start planning on my improvements for my little corral system for the next time that we have to work the cows. So hopefully have a few months. So wave bye, Mrs. Wattsway Farms.
Corral panel.
Yes, and again, thanks for tuning in. We'll hope to see you back here on our next video. Have a good day.